Whew. Good morning. I was out of commission for a couple of days. So my last video during my squats and deadlifts, I ended up falling a little bit sick, which is fine. Just took it easy a little bit, went on a little vacation over the weekend, and right back onto it. This is Leo, by the way, from Leo J Gym, and today I'm going to be working on the overhead movement, doing strict barbell presses. We're going to be doing incline, multi-grip bar press. So that way we can actually work on what's going to be my max log press that I'll be doing in 6.5 weeks from today. My max log that I've ever done in contest has been 225. I would like to either match that because I'll be 40 pounds lighter then, or get a PR on it entirely. So that's kind of my plan. Finishing up with some stretching and warm up, a lot of banded work. We already did a couple of lighter overhead presses, so we're just going to go into 4x5 at 155 pounds for my strict presses. Unfortunately, I don't have a high enough ceiling in my basement currently, so I can't just do it standing. I got to do it seated. And then we'll go into the incline multi-grip bar press. So let's just get at it. Now with these, I do have to make sure that my feet are planted firmly on the ground. Since I'm seated, I'm not going to have the ability to simply push press or anything like that. Just got to work with what I got. All right, gonna add 20 pounds onto it and start working at it. Whew. Gotta make sure to sleeve up my elbows while I'm at it. Funny enough, I actually like to put my sleeves in upside down because for some reason they just feel better to me that way. I'm a little chalked up from some stone training I was doing over the weekend as well. So we're gonna do 155 pounds for 4 sets of 5. Let's just get the first one out of the way. Ooh, I squeeze out that last one. I definitely cannot wait until I can just buy my own log, bring my whole setup into my garage, and just start doing an overhead log training pressing from there. And also an axle bar. Really put myself in the actual situation that I would in the contest, but you work with what you got. That's smoother than the first set. And even though this is something I'm mostly training for getting my log press up, because it's going to be one of my major things, there's a lot of transference between this and to other events that I'm going to be working on. There's going to be axle bar clean and press, barbell clean and press that I'm going to be doing, even circus dumbbell clean and press. Just having that strong shoulder strength and pressing strength is really going to help a lot with that. So, there's also been a Viking press that I've done once before in contest too, which also is pretty good. But a lot of that also involves leg drive, so you got to make sure that you have a pretty good squat for that as well, and that nice explosive power. 2 more sets of these, and then we get to go into the incline. Come on, one more. Getting there. Alright. Now to get my multi-grip bar out, we're going to start doing multi-grip incline pressing. Alright, already got my incline bench set up over here. What we have here is our multi-grip bar, which you can see multi-grips that are on it. And it's so that you can face your hands forward when you're going to be pressing anything on this device, and it's got multi different areas depending on where you want the actual kind of effect to really hit you. Since most logs are going to be a little bit outside of shoulder width for me, I generally go for the outer ones that we have over here, so I can have the most transference, and that's what I'm going to be building on the most. So just I already got one warm up out of the way. We're just going to get one more in there, maybe two more, and we're going to start going with the working weight of 215, and then just dropping it from there, because it's going to end up fatiguing me, that's for sure. So let's get doing these. All right, working weights. All right, we're gonna hit this for 3 sets of 6, starting at 215, and then we're gonna work the weight down for each and every single set. And that's gonna be it for the major barbell movements when it comes to my overhead days. So let's go ahead and hit them, get my sleeves on, and start working at it. That didn't work. I'm not even sure what went wrong there. I'm gonna try it once again with just 10 pounds less and see what we get from that point. And I gotta do the unrack of shame.
Failing at 215 was, for some reason, just not working out for me. We dropped the weight down over to 205, and I was still aiming to get that 6 rep movement that was in there to see if I could just really pump out all those reps that I needed. But man, 205 was also feeling just incredibly heavy for me at that point. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but I cranked out as many reps that I could out of it, and I was still able to squeeze out what felt like just enough, but still, I only really got 5 out of it. So since I failed 205 to 6 reps as well, I dropped it one more time over to 195, and this was going to be my working weight for the rest of the set itself. As you can see, 195 actually was looking pretty hot this time around. I'm actually making the movements just fine. I'm keeping a good pace that's on it. I'm getting all the reps out that I need. I'm bracing properly. I'm not sure why just 10 pounds more just felt that much heavier to me, but I felt like I squeezed those 6 out, and I could have had more reps in there. So that's what I decided to stick with for the rest of the session.
So that's going to wrap it up for my 2 barbell movements that I'm doing for my log press training right now. My strict presses and my incline presses. These actually felt like garbage, I'll be honest. I tried the 215, it didn't work out for me. I went from 215 to 205 to 195, and I just stayed at 195, and that seemed to have just been like the sweet spot for me. So I think that's going to be the number I'm going to be working around for now. I don't know what happened at that 215 part. I got 1 rep in, and suddenly I was just gone. So maybe I just didn't brace well enough. Who knows? Maybe I was just fatigued from all the overhead pressing that happened before that. But I'll try better next week when I'll probably add some like wrist straps or something to see if that'll help me with that at that point. Until next time, catch y'all around.